perhaps ABC. Okay. Ndata, you must be quite happy with the turnout because we saw very early this morning long queues Basotho going to vote.
Yes, I'm very happy. These are those elections which are making history for this country. And I've always thought that it will be making history. And to see Basotho coming in their numbers, it is confirming that conviction that I have.
Have you done enough work to canvass some support to ensure that you are staying in government?
Not just to stay in government, but to be head of government. That is what I've done. I've worked so hard. Not only that I have worked so hard, but I know that in our short stay in government, we have done what really matters to Basotho. In fact, even the position that we took, which led to these early elections, the position we took in government as Lesotho Congress for Democracy, I know that Basotho are very much appreciative of that, and that is going to be translated into votes.
Njamela Metsing, you've already said that the coalition was a mistake. Should it happen that you go back to government with ABC, you both receive large numbers, how are you going to work with them?
Okay, but I must correct you. I've never said that it was a mistake, the coalition itself. But I said, we as the leaders of coalition, we had our own problems. But there's nothing wrong with coalition. Many countries all over the world are governed by coalitions. It was the first experience, we have to admit that. But I think we could have done better if it was not led by the current Prime Minister. The main problem came from the leader. You know, many things, they depend on the leadership. The problems that we are having all around the world, sometimes you'll find that it is because of the deficit, leadership deficit. And even in this regard, there was a problem with the leadership. And we are promising Basotho that the kind of leadership we are going to provide them, whether we are a one-party government, but we are not going to be a one-party government, we feel that we need to show the world and Basotho that coalition government can work. So even if we come out with many votes and many seats in parliament, but still we would like to continue with coalition with the parties of the like-minded parties to show Basotho and show the world that even in Lesotho, coalition government can work, as it is working in other jurisdictions, in other countries.
The Prime Minister broke the accord, or rather the agreement that was brokered by SADC, and you were complaining bitterly about that.
Yes.
What then happens when you go back into government and that hasn't been sorted?
Oh no, my position, our position is known. We have indicated that the appointments that are being made by the Prime Minister. There is another appointment that I cannot even confirm, that I'm told that he has just appointed a principal secretary or a director general, the way you call them in South Africa, 3 or 4 days ago. Those appointments really, we regard them as null and void. It's really unfortunate. You know, even just worldwide, even without a law, it is a norm, it is a convention that when government is kind of a caretaker government, it doesn't make those serious commitments to commit the incoming government. You know that senior positions like head of a department or head of a ministry, those are very key positions. People who are at such key positions are the ones at the end of the day who can help implement a manifesto of a party that has won election. But if you now keep on filling those positions, we think it is being done in a bad faith. For that matter, I think nobody will accuse us. And we have made it clear even in my rallies that those appointments, we are not going to recognize them.
We're hogging the space because we're live and we're going to let the colleagues speak to you as well. However,
yes.
Just last two things. Security. You refuse security from SADC, and we witnessed this morning the Prime Minister with a whole lot of security detail. What's your view on that?
I've never refused security. In the first place, I've never asked for security from SADC. I was just surprised when I got there. Somebody was saying they wanted to include providing meal security in the declaration that was made there, and I don't know where that was coming from. And I said, no, I'm not part of that. I'm still happy with the security that is being provided to me by the security agencies of this country, and really up to now I've enjoyed working with them, and really I did not ask for security.
You're scared for your life? You're not scared for your life?
Oh no, I don't think we have to accept that when we the date for the elections was announced, there was a concern that maybe there would be challenges along the way, but I've never been scared of, I think I'm a politician, and sometimes that is a price to pay when you're in politics. Such things do happen. Even in America, presidents sometimes are being assassinated, so one cannot really say with certain that one would be saying it's unique to Lesotho when there are instabilities and there are threats to lives of politicians. It normally happens, and I happen to be part of that system. So nobody can say that he would like his life to be taken away. That is why I'm saying the only thing is that I have a confidence in the security that is provided to me. That is what makes me comfortable.
Njamela Metsing, before my colleagues attempted to strangle me, just one last thing. Are you the kind of leader that Basotho deserve?
Yes, Basotho need this kind of leadership, and you are going to see it when the results are announced. And I think I've done my part. It is up to Basotho to make a decision.
While I navigate my way out of the media scramble, thank you very much. Njamela Metsing speaking to the SABC live here, of course, and Lesotho, an hour away from Maseru. You'd see, of course, for yourself as we try to strangle ourselves out of the media scramble. The queues are still long. People, Basotho, are here. They're interested to make their mark. They're interested to choose their leaders. Deputy Prime Minister Mothetjoa Metsing believes he's one of the leaders that Basotho deserve. Well, it's them who have to choose. We'll take it back to you in Johannesburg.